So really you ain't gonna hit me back, yeah.
If you don't know what that is, it's called Holy Retainer. And yes, I've got my orthodontic treatment about 4 years ago. And if you are thinking about that too, welcome aboard. I'm pretty sure this video will be helpful for you.
It's all just you got me on blast, and you're over it. I've been done. We're so toxic.
I don't know exactly when, but since I was a child, I've noticed one of my canine is shit. Well, I do notice one of my canine, it has leaned too much, and because of that, the tooth invisors, they kind of formed a V shape, they are no longer flat. But as I mentioned, you need to pay much attention to that, so back then I didn't worry that too much because no one else is gonna notice that. I do notice that some students using the brace, and luckily at that time I don't know the Invisalign. But it still feels, you know, everyone else were kind of the same, and those feel they have something in their mouth. It's kind of, I don't know, feel awkward or something like they are different, not like us. But that changed. I am the one should be embarrassed that because someone noticed they needed to improve something, then I feel like embarrassed by them. No, that shouldn't be. Ooh, it's so hot here. So it was about 4 years ago and I went to Thailand. I noticed a lot of people I met, they are using the brace, and some of them even use colorful brace. I mean, that really catches your eye. So immediately I had a thought, which I want to do that too. I know it might cost 5,000 or 7,000, but you know, there are plenty of stuff can cost you money, like the vacation, like the clothes, like the car, the cell phone. And since I already had a painting with my teeth, why not do something on that, and it will be lifetime. So I made my mind that I will either do it in China or in Thailand, because maybe in Thailand it will be cheaper. And luckily one of my mom's friends knows a dentist, so I get my treatment here in China. And it's great to have a reliable dentist because there are things you need to know. No matter what kind of brace you choose, you have to remove your teeth. You will feel the pain and you will have to arrange time to go to the dentist place. I choose the self-ligate one, and because of the retainer, okay, thank you. And because of the retainer, I have also experienced the Invisalign. Disadvantage of the metal brace, where you have to wait 24 hours a day, and it's kind of difficult to clean. You have to buy special brush or special tool to handle it. And every time when you go to the dentist to adjust, to tighten it, you will feel the pain. And not to mention, because it is pasted on your teeth, so it's very possible, I mean, at least it's possible to drop, but then you will have to go to there again. I mean, that is really not efficient. The advantages, they are quite obvious, because it is faster since you are wearing it 24 hours a day, and it is also relatively cheaper compared to the Invisalign. And besides, I mean, about appearance, I can't say whether it's a disadvantage or advantage, since they are colorful metal brace, so I will leave it to your comment. Well, the advantage for the Invisalign, you know, it's kind of transparent, it's difficult to notice if that's your intention. And also you have the ability to decide when to put it on, when to put it off, and it's kind of easy to clean. And since it's not pasted on your teeth, so you will never worry about it will drop. And another thing is, based on my experience on the Holy Retainer and the transparent one, I do believe the Invisalign keep a better position of your teeth, because every time after I finish to use the Holy Retainer, when I change back to the transparent retainer, I can always feel the teeth getting tightened, means the place has been moved, I believe. So this place used to have more people here, I mean, not because of the COVID thing. But back to the topic, the disadvantage of the Invisalign, where obviously the price is higher, and secondly, because every time when you want to eat stuff, you will have to move it, so you will have to at least handle it 6 times a day. Another thing is that because the Invisalign is kind of plastic transparent stuff, you drop your teeth, right? So actually your upper teeth and lower teeth won't connect together anymore. They are separated by that stuff. And also because it's wrapped, so every time when you took it off, the smell is really bad because it's mixed of lots of things. I mean, however, it's not difficult to wash it, just soak it in some solution and that's it. Okay, if you're wondering what's the benefit for the treatment, well, first of all, it means you have taken care of your teeth. I mean, okay, let me just first. For my case, I have removed 4 of my wisdom teeth. And actually, one of them had leaned too much. If I don't deal with that, it might break the teeth beside it, which has happened exactly to the friend of my mom. I mentioned it to you, and it's even difficult to fix it. And also, wearing the brace means you have to eat less snack because you have to deal with the aftermath. And lastly, the reason you want to get your teeth correct is obviously because it will be nice. I mean, even just to yourself. Along with the benefits, now you got to wear the retainer, and that is when I experienced the invisible one and the holy one, where the invisible one inherits everything, I mean every advantage and disadvantage of the invisible brace, but now it's become part of the consumable because it's kind of plastic, and after you use it for a few months it will kind of break, so you have to replace that. That means extra money for that. While for the holy one, I mean personally I prefer use that one because it's easy to handle, as you can see in the beginning of that video, and also it lasts much longer. I mean, at least I have used it 2 years and still it's perfect, but it's kind of a little bit difficult to clean, unlike the invisible one. Wow, another fantastic place, right? Woohoo! So let's talk about the downside of the orthodontic treatment. The first thing is about the retainer. Then adult, you need to wait at least 2 years, and then after that you might need to wear it every night when you sleep. I mean, because you have removed your teeth and there are much room for the teeth to move around. Unlike teenagers, we are old folk, so it's understandable, I guess. And there's one thing bothers me is that sometimes when I chew some hard beef, I can feel the pain of the teeth, or even after the chewing, I can feel the pain, so it's kind of annoying. And another funny thing is while in the treatment, sometimes I dream about somehow I lost all the teeth, or I lost all the metal brace on my teeth, so it's really kind of stressful. I mean, now I don't dream that anymore.
Oh, hell no, I won't plead the monster no matter what you tell yourself. I should have known that we could never be friends.
We have almost finished today's adventure, and for me, I consider the treatment as a permanent investment. And if you are seeking my advice, it would be, do some digging. If you want to do something, think about what if you do it, and what if you don't do it, what about the result? And also see some doctors to get their advice. I was lucky because when I go to the dentist, she told me she don't think I need to do the treatment. And I was like, okay, I have already made up my mind. Why I have to wait and think it again? But luckily, in order to do the treatment, first you need to sonic wash your teeth and also remove wisdom teeth. So it's kind of, I'm not wasting my time, I'm just waiting for the treatment. So if you are kind of 50 and 50, you can use that time, take it advantage and think it through. So I hope this video is useful, and if you have any question, leave comment below, and see you in the next one.